everyone doing today? So I wanted to do a favorites video. Since I haven't done one in a long time, I decided that it's definitely time. I need to do this because I literally, for the past like 4 months, have had like not such good luck with finding like favorite good go-to products. So what I did was I took the last about 4 months and gathered up some really good products that I found have changed my makeup. Like today I look nice and glowy and healthy, and I'm not really wearing much highlighter. I'm wearing a teeny tiny bit, but I'll explain that when I get to that product. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. I guess we'll start out with product number 1, which would be my foundation. I'm wearing it today. It's a beautiful color. It's helping me keep all of my oils at bay, and I'm excited to show you guys. So I did show this in a couple videos, but did not explain how it's one of my favorites. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Matte Finish Foundation in the shade 315 Butterscotch. Right there. So this is my perfect foundation match. And I don't know if that's what makes this foundation so good for me, but I do like the fact that it does last so long on my skin, and it gives me just that perfect coverage. Like, not to be where it's like I'm wearing a mask, but like my face looks horrible today. Like over here, I am so broken out. I mean, it's crazy. If you would have saw my face earlier, which I might be able to attach a picture to this to show you. If I can, I will insert it at the end or something like that. But yeah, this covered it, and it made me look good, not like I have a cake face. So, alright, on to product number 2. Now, this is a newer product. I have had it for a little over a month now. It is the Believe Beauty Concealer. Now, this is not by any way a full coverage concealer, but it makes your under eyes look so natural and healthy that it doesn't matter that it's not full coverage because it looks good. Like, I have horrible bags. You guys have seen it 100 times, and you can't really see them. And that is due to this right here. So that's why it's my favorite. This is in the shade Fair. So yeah, and Fair is not that fair, just so you know. Like, Fair is good for my skin tone without making me look like I have a white cast under my eyes. So, you know, note to self, Fair is like medium skin tone shade for under eyes. My next product, which I'll make it my next because I just showed that one, is the Believe Beauty Under Eye Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. It's not really just for under eye, it is a whole face setting powder, but I do only use this under my eyes. The one complaint I will have with this product is I do not like the sifter. The sifter puts out way too much product. As soon as you flip it over, half of the container is in the lid, so beware of that. Maybe keep the cover over like half of them if you do get this, but this is really good setting powder. I mean, it sets underneath my eyes without making them creepy and gross and whatever. That's what I meant to say. But this is an amazing powder, and I really like it, even though it's pretty small, but it's only $5. Like, this is $5. I think this is $4. So together, like, it's worth it. It's so worth it because for $9, I have a really good under eye. Alright, the next powder I'm going to talk about is a little bit more pricey than the $5 product. This is the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. And this is the mini size. I do use this to set the rest of my face to give me an all-over shine, which you can see. It sets my face nice. It does not change my foundation shade, and it's just beautiful. I mean, once you learn how to use it, I use a sponge to use it, and I just, you know, dab it all over my face, kind of press it into my skin, and it looks really good. So that's it for that. I do have to add in my Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. This is not something new, not in any way, shape, or form, but it is just beautiful, amazing. And the smell brings me back to summertime every time I open it. So, I mean, I actually hit pan on this one here. You can see it right there. I'm actually going to get a new one soon, but this is in the shade Deep Bronze, and it is my favorite go-to all-over bronzer. Alright, so I'm going to continue with face products, and then we will move on to the other little ones I have. So, the next thing I'm going to show you is something I used when I first started my channel. I used it quite a few times, and I never hear anybody speak of it. And that would be the Butter London True to Form Bronzing Palette. Now, it has a big mirror here I'm going to cover, and it has a highlighter, a warmer bronzer, and then a cool tone bronzer right there. And I've had this for quite a while, and it's still going strong. Like, there you go. So you can see, I don't know if you can see the colors very well, but here's the cool tone one on my middle finger, this is the warm tone one on this finger, and that is the highlighter on this finger. And it's just so pretty. I'm going to try to swatch it on the back of my hand for you, see if you can see it. And it's just an amazing palette to do my face, whether it's winter or summertime, it doesn't matter. Like this color right here is so amazing for contour. Like I used it today and it just looks so good on my skin. And I can't believe people don't rant and rave about it all the time. Now it did come with a shimmer stick, which I should have gotten it out beforehand. It was right here in this slot. There wasn't a brush, it was a shimmer stick. And what it is the product is in the cap. You twist it, the little thing open. It kind of reminds you of like an eye pencil. But then it has a sponge on the tip of it. And you can get into like, you know, underneath your brow bone, your inner corner for the highlight with it. And it's just pure gold and it's gorgeous. So that also came with this. And that's one of my very favorite face palettes next to the next one I'm going to show you. Now I got this Smashbox Cali Contour Kit. I got this during the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. And I got it pretty cheap. And that's why I bought it. I was waiting for it to go on sale. So this has a nice little setting powder, which I don't use this under my eyes because it makes me crease really bad and like get real crepey. But it is nice to just brighten up, like right in this area here, and brighten up the center of my nose and up here, which I didn't have to do today. But this contour shade here is the cool toned one. There's a warmer toned one. There's a blush down here. This highlight is gorgeous. Let's see if I can swatch that for you real quick. So it's swatched right there. It's a beautiful highlight. I mean, it's not crazy like bling, but I mean, it's a beautiful highlight. And then there's a highlight for deeper shades also, which is right here on my finger. Let me see if I can show you next to that one. There you go. So, all right, here's the darker one right here. And then there's a lighter one here. So it's darker and then lighter. But they're beautiful highlight shades, and this whole palette is just amazing. I really like this, and I even use it for my eyes sometimes. I started using it on my eyes today, but then I pulled out my Cover FX palette that I got from BoxyCharm that was too dark, and I used that for my eyes today, so that's what's on my eyes. But yeah, this is an amazing palette. It's great for travel. You can bring it for your eyeshadow and for your bronzing and contour needs if you travel a lot. So that's that. Now, I'm going to move on to blushes. So, we got this in BoxyCharm. I've had this almost a month. And it's the Alamar Medium Tan palette. And I use this orange shade right here. And it's just so pretty. Like, it's on my face today. You can't really tell too much because I did use bronzer to touch up a few spots a little bit ago. But this shade is just so pretty. It's really one of my all-time favorite colors for blush. And it's not like... Let me see if I can build it up a little bit to show you the color. I mean, it's not like a crazy pigmented color. It's right here. But it's so pretty. And also, I like this pinky one here. Swatch that out for you. And I'll just swatch the last one. Which, this last shade, I actually use in eyeshadow a lot if I'm using pinks because I like the texture to it. It has more of a satin finish, which looks really pretty in your crease. So, that is them swatched right there. There's the orangey, like peachy one, and then the pinky peach one, and then the deeper one. So that's why they're my favorites. They just look so pretty on your face. They make your skin look so radiant and nice. And I love them. They really do. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is not something new either. And it's going to be a combination of two things. So it's the Milani Baked Blush in the shade 05 Luminoso. Now this is a very, this blush is used by a lot of people. Like everybody really loves this blush. But I don't care for the tone. Like this tone on me does not look right sometimes. So what I do is I use this brush right here that we got from BoxyCharm also. And I just swirl this around in it like that. And then just take it and swirl it around on my cheek after I use the Alamar palette. And it just gives that luminous look that I'm looking for when it comes to, you know, making my face look alive again as opposed to looking dry, matte, and dead. So that's why this is one of my favorites. And this brush, like I wouldn't use this without this. So that's why. Alright, so I'm done with all the bigger items here. The next item I'm going to show you is for the brows. Now this is the Billion Dollar Brow Booster. And this is kind of like the Benefit Brow Primer, except for this has a little bit of a conditioner in it. And what I do is before I do my brows, I spike them up a little bit with this and like put them all in place so they're all tamed. And then I will go in with a brow what is this called? Why am I hate when I do this. This kind of stuff. The brow gel. There you go. The tinted brow gel. So I'll just use this first, like I said, and then go over it with the brow gel when I'm looking for a more natural brow because I don't have much brow hair and it's finally just growing back. So, I mean, that's what I did with them today. I used this and then the next product I'm going to show you. So, move on from that. Now, this is the e.l.f. brow gel right here. It's a tinted brow gel. It's in the shade medium. And it just has the teeny tiniest little spoolie on it right here. And it just, I mean, I can really get in there and make the strokes on my, like, I kind of touch my skin with it. And make little hair strokes in the areas where I don't have hair. And you can't even tell the difference between the hair strokes and the actual hair. So, like, this is a fuller brow over here. So I really didn't have to do it too much over here, but I did over here. And it just looks natural and it holds my brows all day. It kind of has the effect like gel would have on your hair to hold your brows in place, but without them getting crunchy. Like, they're never crunchy, they're just held in place. So that's why the e.l.f. is my favorite. Something new to me, which is about 2 months new, I got it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty also, is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. And I use this on my eyelids every day, and I just like the way that it sits. It kind of like, it doesn't look like I put a bunch of concealer on my eye, and it looks healthy and more natural than as opposed to concealer. So I love this. I really like it for my eyeshadow, and I do use it as concealer once in a while. So that's why it's in my favorites. One more brow product is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade. So this is in the shade, I don't even know. I think it's dark brown. Ash brown. So this is in the shade Ash Brown right here, and it came with this little brush, and I really love this brush. Like, this is really an amazing brush, and it has a nice spoolie on the other end of it right here, and it just works so well. And the way that it works, and it holds, like, all day you will have your brows. You're not going to wipe them off. So I'm just going to make a mark on the back of my hand where there's somewhere between the swatches. And, I mean, you can see that the brush is really good. You can actually do, like, brow strokes from it and everything like that, like little hair strokes. But it just looks really good. It's not too warm tone, because for me it's hard to find a pomade that's not warm tone. So this really is amazing. But I will say, the reason why my brushes probably stay good is because I make sure I wipe them straight every time I use them. So I won't have to wipe that again. But that's an amazing pomade if you're looking for one. And it definitely has a more cool tone look to it in that shade, the Ash Brown. So it's perfect for my eyebrow shade, and if you have similar shades to mine, then it'll work great for you. Now I'm going to talk about two mascaras, and I've used them a lot lately, but you know, I guess it's a good thing you can see that I really like them. And if you're like me and you mess up a lot, like I'll get my whole face of makeup done, and I'll go to put mascara on my lower lashes, and I end up, you know, making a mess of my face and getting mad and wiping my whole face off. So if you're somebody like that, like me, then you'll love this Maybelline Lash Discovery Mini Brush Mascara. Now, I do use this on my top lashes sometimes, but I use it on my lower lashes every time. And you'll see why in a second. I kind of bent the wand on purpose, but you can see that little teeny tiny wand on there. And like I said, I bent it. You can see it's crooked. But it just works perfect just to get underneath my eye without making a mess. Like, it's black as can be. It makes my lower lashes look really nice. I don't know if you can see them. I hope you can see them right now. I didn't put too much on today. But, I mean, it's really an amazing product, and I'm glad I found it. Now, the next one is a more expensive mascara. And this is a mini. It's the NARS Climax Mascara right here, the little mini tube. And I use this every day. I swear by it right now. It's been my favorite since I got it during the 21 Days of Beauty. Look at that wand. Like, that's a crazy wand. But, I mean, it just does such a nice job of lifting my lashes, making them look more full. It separates them. It does everything you want in a mascara. And that's why that's my favorite. I am going to order the full size as soon as I can afford to. So the last few things are lip items, and I only have 3. So my very first lip item will be the NYX retractable lip liner, and I normally don't like retractables, but this is in the shade Sand Beige. So this is actually gone. I have to replace it. This is what the tube looks like here, and like I said, I mean, it's totally gone. But this is like my perfect lip liner shade, and I actually like it with one of the lipsticks I'm going to show you in a minute. But this thing is amazing. I have to get another one. It's my all-time favorite. Like, I could probably get some of the color off for you. I have a little lipstick on the tubing, so I had to make sure I showed you a true color. And it's more, I mean, it's very matte, and it holds your, you know, your lip line good all day. It probably lasts me about 18 hours at least, and that's a lot because I drink a lot of coffee and nothing normally holds up, and this does. So this is the color right here. I could barely get it out because it is so gone. But I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's right there. It's a beautiful color. It's the perfect, like, darker nude type color for me. It runs more like a true taupe color, but I mean, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's my favorite liner. And like I said, it's very matte, so it does, you know, stay all day. Like, no matter what, it always stays. It's my go-to, tried and true lip liner. Now, this is the lipstick I normally like to use with it, especially lately. This is the Steve Laurent liquid, I think it's a liquid lip gloss maybe, but it has pigment to it, and it's in the shade Posh. I got this from BoxyCharm this month, so I've used it for about a month, and this color, it's what I'm wearing now. It kind of wore off a little bit. But there's the color right there. It's so pretty. Let me see, swatch in the back of my hand for you. And it's so glossy and so shiny. It makes your lips look nice and plump, even though there's no plumping serums or anything involved in it. But that's the shade right there. It's too hard to describe, but it's a beautiful color. It looks really good with a lot of my eyeshadows, so, you know, that's always hard for me, matching my eyeshadow to my lip. So that's why it's one of my favorites. And then my very last favorite for this month is going to be well, for the last 4 months, is going to be the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. And this is not the exact shade, and I've looked all over for my favorite shade, but this one's my second favorite, so I'm going to show this one. Now, this is supposed to be a matte liquid lip, but to me it's not totally matte, but I do love it. Like, I love it because it's not drying, and it's not, it doesn't make your lips like crinkle up and crease up on you like a lot of matte liquid lipsticks do, but it doesn't dry down fully matte, and that's it right here. And it has a really nice smell. It kind of reminds me of sunscreen, not sunscreen, like sun tanning lotion. Oh, hold on one second. Alright, it reminds me of like a sun tanning lotion mixed with an ice pop. So that's kind of what it smells like. And I think Things by the Burke actually had this in her video today. Different color. This one's in the shade Eternit, or Forever. There you go. I'm saying it in different languages. This is in the shade Forever. But she said the same thing. It smells like an ice pop. Like the squeeze up ones, like the plastic tube ones that you push up. So that's what it kind of smells like. A mix of that and suntan lotion. So, yeah. So anyway, these are my favorites right now. They have been my favorites for a little while, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.